I'm really wondering when this Chappelle stuff is going to die down. And honestly, I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. And let me tell you why. And let me tell you why I like covering this. Because some people have had some opinions. I read the comments. Oh, Dave Chappelle, he's a vulture. I disagree. Just because Dave Chappelle doesn't agree with me on a lot of things, and there's a lot of political opinions that I don't agree with him on, but I still think he's funny, and I still think he's got some pretty big kahunas because he's one of the only people standing up to the mob. Who else is doing this? Usually, anybody you see other than Gina Carano bends the knee immediately. This is why I like Gina Carano. She doesn't bend the knee. This is why I like Dave Chappelle. He's not bending the knee. Like, I respect it. Netflix, as much as I have a problem with them, they're not backing down to the mob. I love seeing it. And you could see the hissy fit that they're pulling over this. Like yesterday, because during that Instagram video he put out, which I was there for, I was at that show. He said, Hannah Gadsby is not funny. You must admit it if you want to come and talk with me. Which I found absolutely hilarious because it's true. And that leads to articles like this. Dave Chappelle says Hannah Gadsby is not funny. The laughter at her show taping suggests otherwise. There's a whole article on this because of one line he said. Talking about how she's funny. She trended all day on Twitter, by the way. Yesterday, all day. People all upset that he made fun of Hannah. Who's not funny, by the way. She isn't. I watched some of her shit. It's terrible. It's terrible. These are the comedians that they want to replace people like Dave Chappelle with. I think Dave Chappelle is one of the best comedians out there. I put him up there in some of my favorites, like George Carlin. I think George Carlin is the best, but I put him up there. I put him up there in my top 5. I don't want to say he is I'm going off of my personal opinion. Some of my favorites, like George Carlin, Eddie Murphy, Red Fox. I think he's really funny. And he speaks his mind, which I really, really like. So, I understand that people disagree. That's fine. We don't have to agree on everything. But who else has got a platform like his and is really giving these people the finger right now? Not very many. Not very many. So I appreciate it. By the way, some of the people that have been going after him, one of these activists right here, has quite a hateful history. That was some big news that came out like a day or two ago. People that like to preach the loudest. People that like to preach the loudest. Well, they always kind of have something going on. So I very much thought this was hilarious. Not very many articles on this either because, well, they don't want to expose anybody as a hypocrite. They don't want to expose anybody as a hypocrite. I also like seeing prominent comedians come up and defend him. Jon Stewart, who was in a little bit of trouble himself not that long ago for having the audacity to talk about things being made possibly somewhere in a lab, was a little shocked that he got so much blowback on that from the media. He's come out and defend Dave Chappelle. Well, let's get to the real meat of this video. Now, apparently, Dave Chappelle and Kyrie Irving, according to Deadspin, they're being pawns for white rice. Because how dare two black men have the audacity, I guess, to come out and speak their minds? Because they're not allowed to have an original thought. And if you have opinions that even remotely line up with prominent people that have conservative speaking voices, you're now deemed a face of white supremacy. Look at what happened with Larry Elder in California. They say that he's the face of the movement of hate. Like this is what happens. If you're a person of color and you speak up and you speak your mind and it goes against the narrative, you're not speaking your mind and speaking, your thoughts. You're speaking somebody else's thoughts. It's crazy to me that people don't wake up to this shit. It really is. But like, look at this. So, this whole article about trying to divide people. Let's not dare come together. You need to keep remember. You need to keep dividing black and white. Basically, is what this article is. Let's not come together and just be a human species. It's a joke. It's a joke. They're getting roasted for it big time over on Twitter, though. There's no comments on the article, but there's sure as hell a lot of comments on Twitter. Sure as hell a lot of comments on Twitter about it. Like this. It's pretty racist to assume that Irving and Chappelle haven't put thought into their positions and aren't capable of forming their own valid opinions. It's true. You don't think they thought about this? That they have their own thoughts on this? And that's why they're speaking out? But no. Such a joke. A lot of comments like this, and I'm not going to go through all of them. That's pretty much the person who wrote this article. So, I don't know, man. This shit gets wilder every day to me, and I just wonder, when the hell are people going to figure things out? Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you think. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, make sure you subscribe to YellowFlash, my other channel. There's a link to that in the description as well. I do a lot of live streams over there that I don't do on this channel. Usually smaller and a little bit more personal. So make sure you follow me over there and sign up. Also, make sure to follow me over on Twitch. I do watch parties, play video games over there. They're always fun. Follow me over there and come hang out.